So now we're gonna move to the community side of the conversation. So Maria, please lead us from here. And Congressman, you are muted. So I guess the next questions are gonna be regarding PPP and perhaps also on the state. I don't know if the speaker is still with us, but if he is, okay, so then we obviously gonna be taking questions regarding to the city and obviously make sure that, that we're gonna get back to you. So Maria, please kick it off. Thank you.
So I have a couple of questions, but I'm going to let some of our chamber members start with the questions. So I have first Nancy Miller, who is the Executive Director for Visions. Nancy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, thank you so much. So we are Vision Services for the Blind and Visually Impaired. And because of the PPP loan, thank you so much for making that available to nonprofits. We were able to keep our 106 staff, a third of whom are blind, are still working. We did not have to do layoffs. But we're very concerned about the loan forgiveness. And we have not gotten good guidance from SBA or the Treasury about how to calculate the monies that we're spending during this 8-week forgiveness period. So I wanted to ask the Congressman if he could help us get that guidance that is overdue and was promised to us a number of weeks ago, but we still don't know how we should be tracking the costs that we're currently incurring to make sure that we are eligible for the loan forgiveness.
Congressman, you're muted. You're muted.
Okay, am I now unmuted?
Yeah, you're good now. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you. I think we've liberalized, in the new bill, we certainly liberalized that, but even without the new bill, as a general rule, if you're having problems with the bureaucracy and or figuring out how to access the monies because you are eligible for it, call my office, which is at 212-367-7350. That's 212-367-7350. Or go online. I think online we're Nadler at nadler.house.gov, but you can call the office and we can help with such things. I can only answer one more question, and I've got to go because I've got to get onto a Judiciary Committee conference call. So if there are any other questions.
Yes, the next question we have, I'm gonna have Chris Taylor from Li-Lac unmuted. Is he here? Yes, he is. Okay, unmute and ask to start. Okay, Chris, you there?
Hi, how are you? Thanks, Maria and Andres, for hosting this. It's like the chamber, you take it for granted till you need them. So you guys are incredibly helpful. The key issue, I think, facing most retailers, facing most restaurants, is once we reopen, we have to replenish inventory. And replenishing inventory is going to take several $100,000. A lot of our suppliers have damaged balance sheets as well. They're going to be very hesitant to extend us trade credit, especially if they know that we have a lot of unpaid rents and PPP loans that may not be forgiven. And if for a lot of restaurants and retailers, if you don't get trade credit, you might as well just shut down. And if I look around the Village and Chelsea, I just see half the restaurants and retailers closing, and a huge variable. It's just esoteric, but for retailers and restaurants, trade credit is your lifeblood. If we can't get trade credit to replenish our inventory, we have thrown away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of inventory or written it off. That has to be replenished. This is a huge hurdle for a lot of retailers, a lot of restaurants, is getting that trade credit in order to reopen. I don't have any policy prescriptions, but I'm putting it on your plate because that's going to make a big difference.
Well, thank you for putting it on my plate. It is not an issue or a problem that I'd heard about previously. So Thank you for alerting me to it. From the way you describe it, it's an issue we're going to have to deal with, not just for restaurants, but for all sorts of businesses all over the country. It's not, as far as I know, in the bill that was just put out today. Maybe we can do something about it as the Senate hopefully comes along at some point. But it's something, I'm glad you put it on our radar screen. We will look at this. Unfortunately, I don't think it's imminent because I don't think we're opening up so quickly. But that gives us time to deal with the problem and figure out what to do about it.
Could I respectfully disagree with that? Because
Sure.
if we're going to open up, let's say July 1st, we have to place our orders today.
I'm very skeptical anybody's opening up July 1st, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm just pessimistic. But and one of the things we did in this bill, by the way, was extend credit and unemployment insurance on the assumption that people are going to need it for a lot longer than we had thought. But this is an issue which, it's a problem. I shouldn't say an issue. It's a problem which I was unaware of. I haven't heard anybody discuss it. Thank you for raising it, and I'll raise it and see if, how we can deal with it. My suspicion is we don't have to do it that quickly, but we'll do it as quickly as we can. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can. I hope we have that problem more quickly. But anyway, I thank you for raising it. Let me, before I get off the phone call, thank you all for holding this forum, and thank Brad and Deborah and Corey for their kind words about me and for their always being such cooperative and energetic leaders. So, and thank you to the community board. So thank you very much. And not to the community board, to the Greenwich Village Chelsea Chamber of Commerce, obviously, because you do such essential work all the time. We have to pull together, and we will. And thank you.
Thank you, Congressman.
We have several more questions, obviously, that were going to be addressed to the congressman, but I do have them all listed that will be sent to the, yes, Deborah, I think you're muted.
One thing that the Congress member said, should this bill pass, it would extend the loan forgiveness period and the hiring period that would be protected much longer. And I think that that may assist, Chris, with the fact that you won't be carrying. There's a better chance that that quote loan would be actually a forgiveness because you'll have a longer period of time. So I think from the point of view, and frankly, if your suppliers want to be up and running, they're going to have to deal with companies that have an established track record, which of course you do and many of our businesses do. But I do think if there is in fact a, instead of an 8-week, but a 24-week on the PPP benchmarks, that puts you, if I'm not mistaken, in a better position vis-a-vis your balance sheet.
Actually, if I could disagree with that, it's the fact that it's still on your balance sheet is what will give them a lot of hesitancy. It's
well,
the
you know,
uncertainty.
I think yes, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty across, but you know, they also are not in great position either. Yeah. So I think everyone's going to have to, in business, work on relationships that they have that are established, and especially where there are established histories for various businesses. But I hear what you're saying, and I don't know that government can fix it. I think, you know, certain things are not in our province. We, you know, if we can, for businesses that do get up more quickly, maybe there is some way of ensuring that the loan forgiveness happens quickly. That may be the only way that government can assist.